Erwin, tell us again a little bit about Christians in church history that have not enjoyed freedom of religion and yet they have still lived faithfully for God.
You know, when you look throughout the history of the church, one of the great benefits of studying church history is you realize that there is nothing that we are going through that other saints before us have also faced. And thankfully, many of them have confronted their society and have done so successfully. They have run the race. You think, for example, of martyrdom. It's scattered all throughout the pages of church history. And that's the ultimate example of people being faithful whether they have freedom of religion or not. You know the story of Polycarp there in Smyrna, how he was burned in the early centuries, and yet he became an encouragement. Well, Stephen in the New Testament, there was no freedom of religion, and yet people were faithful. Now, exactly what that means for the church, maybe we'll have an opportunity to talk about that in more detail. But what I'd like to do is to simply go through these pillars, John. Is that all right?
What are these pillars, by the way? We talk about pillars, but why have you used the illustration of pillars?
Well, you know, when you're going through an earthquake, when you're going through a tsunami, what do? You're trying to find something to hang on to that is unshakable. And we have something that is unshakable. We have God's Word, and we have the encouragement of God's Word. So no matter where you are at today, as our listeners have joined us, there is going to be something here for them.